I'm trying to do it. I'm building it up. There's still days when I get and want to give up because I feel like maybe I'm not good enough because I keep
walking back and forth.
I keep listening to what I was told before. But I just got to keep remembering that those are words. He can't hurt me anymore. I'm not there. You know? And only thing he can hurt me with right now is my kids, and that's what he's using as an advantage towards me right now. Because he knows nothing else is working anymore. Besides my kids. And you know, I'm still not going to let that hold me down. Because I'm going to get my babies. And when I'm done, I'm going to have my babies living with me. So, because I am a good mom. I am worthy of love. You know, I have a right to be here just as much as anybody else. You know? So, don't ever listen to what somebody tells you because they're just saying that to hurt you, to belittle you, to make you think you have to stay there to survive. And you don't. You don't. But I'll let him talk about his experience.
Go ahead. Well, I guess we've all been through some sort of domestic issues. And, I've been through them with women before. I mean, I've had, well, a long time ago, before I was with Shelly, and I was with this crazy woman. She had a good job. She was a social worker. But she ended up getting on drugs, and she was really jealous of Shelly. So, anyway, Shelly was hanging out with us. Yeah, this is when when me and Shelly first became friends a long time ago. And
when I had a crush on you.
We were riding down the street. I was driving, and it was the girl's car. And anyway, this girl got mad because I gave Shelly some money, and she grabs the steering wheel and runs us into the curb and totals the car. So, oh boy, that was a long time ago. But anyway, she was crazy. Well, she was mentally unstable, and she was a social worker now. But yeah, and she was quite abusive too. And I was young, and I thought that I was the crap back then. So anyway, it was quite an experience for me. And it's been several other occasions, and she ended up getting some trumped up charges on me, and I went to jail, and and then she ended up realizing that that she could have got me in some serious trouble. So she went down there and dropped the charges. But there's no way that I was gonna go back to that, regardless of what she done, because you know people don't realize that if you don't want to do something, then it's your own free will to do it. I mean, you don't have to do something that somebody else says unless it's your mother or your father, or somebody, your legal guardian when you're a child. But if you're a grown man, or a grown woman, you know, when you're with somebody, you're supposed to be their partner, not their master. And some men and women forget that when they're in relationships because they they get to thinking that they got control over you, or you're supposed to do what they say, and you're supposed to agree with everything that they do and everything that they say, which is not the way it's supposed to be. And they got this slave mentality. Even coming out of relationships like that, it it takes a toll on your brain, not only your body, but on your mind and your heart. Because what, I'm gonna say something that I tell everybody, and I don't think that you went through life completely until you've had a broken heart. I don't think that you've matured and grown up unless you've had a broken heart. And I mean, some people find happiness the first time, but if you truly had a broken heart, then you know what pain is. That's pain, my friend. And it leaves a lot of scars, is what I'm getting to. It causes issues in future relationships, whether you see them or not, whether you're willing to admit them or not. It does. Let's take Shelly, for instance. Shelly's a grown woman, and she makes her own money. The minute she gets paid, she automatically assumes that she has to hand her money over to me. And I tell Shelly, what, you can't hold on to your own money? Are you, I mean, and then she'll ask me if she can buy a pop with her own money. And what do I tell you, Shelly?
It's your money.
What do I tell you, Shelly?
It's your money. If you want to buy a pop, go ahead and buy a pop. You don't have to ask me to buy a pop. You don't need my permission.
And I mean, it's almost like she doesn't understand that. When you're in where you're being controlled, especially for as many years as she was, I mean, it's like a mindset that you're used to. Us being humans, we're used to getting used to stuff. So after 17 years of battery and abuse, and you do this and you can't spend this unless I tell you to, it's kind of odd when you bring it into a future relationship. And I understand it, but but I don't understand it. I understand why she does it, but I'm not under I, you know I'm not understanding why he was so controlling like that. I mean, it's almost like I was telling Shelly the other day, and on some of my posts, I have a solution for the EPO restraining order, and I want everybody to tell me what their opinion is. Okay, now that they have EPO restraining orders that that people get on each other, right? Well, somebody tell me how many times an EPO restraining order or EPO restraining order has stopped a man from entering your home or a woman from entering your home without you wanting them to. How many times? What do you do If that man comes over there enraged, jealous, mad because you're with a new man, what do you do? You go up and say, "I got a restraining order. You gotta stay back." I mean, it's not funny, but it is. It's funny because the judicial system actually thinks that that piece of paper is going to keep somebody away from you. All that is a threat to him.
Yeah, just piss them off
It
more.
just pisses him off more. So you know what my solution to that is? You know they have life alert bracelets, right? The life alert bracelet, you know, where it goes off if you fall and you can't get up. Well, you know they have GPS trackers, right? Now, why can't the judicial system, legislature, court system, whatever, design like a pair of bracelets for the man and the woman to wear? This is after he's been jailed and whatever and gets out. This is what I suggest. As soon as he's ready to be released, and after the woman has been prepped with her bracelet and how it works, this this GPS bracelet that she wears on her wrist, it's small, almost like a smartwatch, will automatically alert her if he's within, let's say, 1,500 feet, and he's got one on that will alert him if he's within 1,500 feet. And if that bracelet goes off when he's around the 1,500 feet, it automatically alerts the sheriff's department, alerts her, and alerts him. So all three parties know what's going on. And it also will give the sheriff time to call to make sure that the lady is aware that he's around or her. And it will give them a faster response time to get there because he's 1,500 feet away. He's not at your doorstep knocking, banging, kicking in the door. And it won't take you by surprise when he shows up at your house because the bracelet will go off. Now, wouldn't that be a whole lot better solution than a piece of paper would be? I think so. And you know, why not when the police are called to a domestic violence situation, why not have a psychologist like a ride along with the police officer and maybe DHS if they need them to be there for automatic placement of the kids, for some type of psychological profiling of what should happen to both the victim and the assailant, the hero and the assailant. And then once he's in jail, he immediately takes classes.
No, classes don't help.
Or just listen. He immediately takes these classes, and with the psychologist, she tries to profile and figure out what the real problem is with his domestic violence issues while he's in there, and have him take classes while he's in there. Have him take the classes even after he gets out. And the best thing about that is that maybe the psychologist can get down to the bottom of why it's happening, what makes him click, what makes him like that, and hopefully can come to some type of understanding.
They abuse themselves as children.
Well, yeah, but come to some type of understanding of what's really going on inside his brain and inside the household. And if the female chooses to get back with him after the counseling, then that's on her or him. But I think that bracelet would be a lot better idea than a piece of paper would. That's just my opinion. Anybody else have an opinion or a comment or suggestion or think that's wrong or think it's right or anything? Anybody? So that was my little solution for that. But a lot of people are silent about their domestic violence, and it's an issue that occurs on a daily basis, and
It can
it
happen in any kind of.
it can happen in any type of environment, any setting, any house. Judges, police officers. I've known police officers that's been in domestic violence situations, both the victim and the assailant. So no one's exempt. No one's exempt, and it's a pretty serious situation for someone to be in.
No, we're not taking that off. You can go in.